What's going on, people? What's going on? Peace and blessing, peace and blessing, peace. Yo, Poetic Minds in the building. I am the poet. So, I just want to give you guys a quick little bit today. I was inspired, man, to talk about Jesus bashing, man. Listen. I talked before in the interview, one time before about cracking the shell, right? So here's the thing. As metaphysicians, as early people out here in spirituality, or as early people in Black Power movement, whatever y'all want to call it, where people, particularly of African descent, have what they call the conscious awakening, right? When the conscious awakening starts to happen, basically what a lot of us do is we go to immediate Jesus bashing. Okay? We find out that every story that we learned in Sunday school or Bible study did not happen, or may not have happened exactly the way you read it, and you immediately want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Here's the thing. That might be somewhat effective in acting as a catalyst, or acting as the spark that kind of starts your fire, and awakening and kind of going into yourself and learning about yourself, learning who you are and your place on this planet, this universe, and your environment, right? Okay. But that's only like that serves a purpose. Like, once you wake up, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Haru, what? Oh my God, this is crazy. Woo, the Kemet, everything. Ethiopia. So then you just go ham. Oh God, the Nicene Council, what happened? How did I miss this all my life? I'm 35. And you go ham, you go in the kickboxing mode, and you busting open it, and you got to realize you're coming out of your box. See what I'm saying? You're coming out of your box, so you're ripping up Jesus, you're ripping up everybody. First thing we got to do, if I'm going to help you, or if we're going to work together on some metaphysics, or some, or some, what they call spiritual science, then first thing you got to understand is, hey, we don't do the Jesus bashing. The reason we don't do the Jesus bashing is simply because, it's one of my Bibles always told us, right? And my brother Root can tell you about this. You never, ever pull anybody's Jesus rug out from under them unless you got something else to replace it with. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it's not effective for you to do that. It's really not even ethical. To me, it's unethical to do that. You can't just run up on somebody and slap away their Jesus and be like, there you go, nigga. Learn on your own. No, you can't do that, man. You got to be there to catch them. Just like somebody got to be there to catch you once you get done Jesus ripping, and then get out of your box. Once you come up out of there, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be just like a they would say my born again, right? Once you come up out of that box, like coming up out of the womb, it's like, wow, it's light out here. You just want to be held. You need to be nurtured, and there need to be some real dudes or some teachers that's there to help you when you come up out of there. Because when I came up out of mine, I was really like messed up for a minute. And they always say, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher will appear. So, that's pretty much what happened with me. That's really what should happen with everybody, man. But it doesn't always happen, for whatever reason. You may not have had that person that's there to help you, to hold your hand through the whole process whenever you start to realize the realities of the myths that we learn growing up, or that we might live our lives by. We might find out that it might not be as true to us as we thought it was. So, what's supposed to happen is, we're supposed to be some teachers, supposed to be some elders that's really there with you to hold your hand and help you walk in the right direction, so that you don't hurt yourself. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is, a lot of times, nobody is there to help you. So you just bust up out of that box and start ripping up stuff, and you end up hurting yourself and a whole bunch of other people in the process. You know what I mean? Then you become somewhat of a leader, and then other people follow you, and y'all, there's a whole group of you guys hurting other people in the process. Black people are never going to give up their Jesus. It's just not going to happen. So it's not even, it doesn't even make sense to me to go on this non-Jesus rant, or to go on this non-Christianity rant. I'm not even going to just say Jesus, Christianity, period. People are not going to give it up. I'm not saying that they should give it up. Only thing that I'm saying is that if you feel like they should give it up, that's your opinion, but you can't just like run up on people and force them to give up the religion that they pretty much live their entire lives by, just because you find out that their truths aren't necessarily universal truths to everybody. And as a matter of fact, a lot of it is fabricated for, to manipulate the people. You know what I mean? You can't just tell them that. You basically what you have to do is, if you really want to be this leader position, you really want to, do this thing. If you want to just sit in your room and be mad, you can do that if you want to. Now, it's not going to benefit you, but you can do it. You know what I mean? If you want to black power up and be like, slavery gave us Christianity, I'm going to punch it in the face every time I see it, then you do that. Just make sure you're ready for that fight, because you're going to have a fight anytime you come around any people from your community, because they're never going to give up their particular religious system. It wasn't better than us in slavery, especially for the West Africans, but at the same time, there was a version of it that we had before we came over here, and that's where our oppressor got it from. If you want the truth behind it, it's so much deeper, like than what we think it is. We go a couple inches into the damn rabbit hole, and it's like, oh God, here's what it is, and now you come back out. No, you got to go a lot deeper than that. You know what I mean? So hit me up, inbox me, message me, let me know. Hey man, hey poet, hey I am. What do you think about this? What do you think about I need some help understanding, where to go from here, and then I can try to help you as much as I can, and I got elders that can help me to help you, and we can all link, man. You know what I'm saying? We just out here really trying to do what we're supposed to do, and grind and grow. But the whole bashing thing, that's got to stop, because it's not going to get you anywhere. You don't have to stop it. You can stay wherever you are, because everybody ain't ready for everything, right? So wherever you are, wherever place you're at in your development, that's cool. It's cool for you to be there. You're right where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Some people get a little bit further in their development than other ones, but that's all right. That's why we have these lifetimes. That's why we incarnate. You know what I mean? To grow. And so maybe you got a couple steps further in understanding. But I just want you to understand that it's not beneficial to you to break that mold and say, okay, I'm anti everything, and don't pick up something else. You know what I mean? Or don't have a true understanding of what it means to break the mold. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not gonna help you. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. If you do understand where I'm coming from, and you ready to rock with us, you ready to rock with Brothers Keepers, or TUSP, or whatever, Temple Universal Spiritual Practice, Poetic Minds. If you want to rock with us on whatever level you want to rock with us, then you message us, and that means the teacher has appeared and the student is ready. But at the same time, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. So it might not be the perfect timing, but if it is perfect timing, hit us up and we'll work with you. Peace.